everyone. We're gonna go on to our next mission here.
As requested, we've added an analyzer function to your binoculars. Now you can view soldiers or POWs and get a readout on their rank or any special skills they might have. Depending on their skills, they may even be able to develop new types of weapons or items. Try it out the next time you're thinking of folding someone.
Heading to Afghanistan.
So this mission is to kill a Spetsnaz commander who burnt down a village. Showing off here, just changing some equipment around. But my pistol here, you see, has 2 stars, and I can swap it between 1 star or 2 stars. This lets you use weaker versions of the gun, so you don't have to spend as much in GMP or resources. And the binocular function that Kaz was talking about, very helpful. I'll be showing it off here, but basically when I look at a guard through my binoculars, it shows what stats they have.
Your target is a Spetsnaz detachment commander. Your orders are to take him out. With skills like his, it'd be a shame to waste him. But I'll leave the method up to you. Boss, make your way to Deshago Calais and eliminate the target.
I do like how it says guest starring commander. Now, just note that Kaz says that it would be a shame to waste someone with skills like his. Just keep that in mind here.
Start by heading for Deshago Calais. Check your map for the location. The target is camped out in that village, dressed as an ordinary soldier.
And unfortunately, I just showed off there the quote-unquote codec messages. Sadly, that's pretty much as they go. There's like 3 or 4 sentences, mostly just reminding you of your current mission. I'm gonna do a cut here, but something I haven't mentioned yet is like it's saving animals from the battlefield zones, as they say in game. Nothing says saving a sheep quite like knocking it down with a horse. We get a little payout for it. I believe we also get emblems.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
You've arrived at the objective. Your target should be somewhere in that outpost. And don't forget, he has a Spetsnaz recon detail with him. Keep your guard up.
What's really nice with the analyzer function is that sometimes, even if you like don't see a guard yourself, it'll start scanning, and that kind of clues you in that, oh, there's a guard there. I'll just keep my binoculars pointed here, and eventually it'll mark the guy for me.
Analysis complete.
Now, what the analyzer shows is all their skills, from R&D to their mercenary skills to support, that kind of stuff, as well as any skills that they might have. We'll definitely want to keep an eye out for soldiers with the skill slot built in.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Take a good look at their faces so we can ID the targets.
Well, I don't need to see his face, but you know, that astronomical mercenary rating's pretty good.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Now, it's kind of funny there.
Complete.
The binoculars, it's actually not that funny. It's kind of annoying when there's 2 guards close to each other and trying to scan one, but then the binoculars tries to scan one, then it stops and tries to scan the other. I have problems like that. Also, I marked the anti-air radar there, then I tried to take off the radar. Not to take off the radar, I tried to take off the marker, but just add another marker. You need to be pixel perfect to remove a marker you already set. Using the hotkey. I realized that I didn't bring any C4 with me, so that's why I tried to unmark the AA, but whatever. And then with the upgrade with my WU pistol here, it has a flashlight function that you can use. I believe you can use the blind guards, but it's pretty good at alerting guards to where you are if you're not currently fighting. This guard over here, I saw he had a pretty nice C rank skill, and at this level, C's pretty good. Depending on your heroism, you get not only more recruits and better skilled recruits, the soldiers in the field also have better skills. I'm not too sure if that makes them like any more difficult. Like a guard with an E rank mercenary skill will be far worse than a guard with an S rank. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case though. Another reason why I want to get rid of this guard is because it's on the light. We'll see here, I have a few problems with lights in this mission. And once again, guards have far better eyesight in this game. Not eyesight, hearing in this game than in previous games, so you've always got to go slow.
Where are your friends?
And what's nice here is if you hold up a guard, you can interrogate them on the spot. You don't have to grab them. And you probably saw for a quick second, it would have been possible for me to Fulton the guy, but needless to say, Fultoning a guy that's not unconscious is kind of a bad idea. Also, I'm trying to make sure that this guy isn't currently facing this direction, because guards will notice you Fultoning other guards. And eventually they just start shooting the guys down.
You gonna extract him?
And get used to hearing those little bits from Kaz. Every time you Fulton someone, he will say something to that effect. And it was kind of weird, this guard, he clearly saw me, didn't come to investigate. I think that might have to be the mercenary skill I was talking about, because we'll see here in a few seconds, that won't be the case when someone higher up in the mercenary skill notices me. And I'm also fairly bad at trying to reason out the sight lines. You know, I think, oh, if a guard's there and I walk in this direction, they won't see me, but I get that wrong a few times. And something that's, each gun has an effective range. If you shoot a guard outside of the effective range, you get a tactical takedown bonus for it. So it's really nice headshotting guards with the tranquilizer, because you get like a lot more points for hitting it. Now that guy right there that sees me, that's the Spetsnaz commander. He really does not like moving from that spot. And what's kind of nice here is you'll see multiple guards are now investigating. So you got the guard in the watchtower looking down here, while two other guards team up to investigate the spot. And of course, the Spetsnaz commander is just standing there. I hope that doesn't become a problem. I do believe later on, this is the beginning of the game, but later on, guards will go beyond just investigating the spot. I'm pretty sure they start investigating like a wider area. They won't just go to the spot and check in and go, oh, nothing, and then leave. And my concern is that guard off to the right, possibly turning around and seeing me. Because the guards in this game, they love to turn around at the worst possible moment. Just a heads up, in a few seconds we'll be hearing some copyrighted music. If my video suddenly gets quiet here, it's because Kids in America is blasting on a nearby radio. Hopefully I don't get a takedown for that. I don't care much about the monetization, because Konami's been monetizing all my videos, so. And this guy here, I probably should just let them well enough alone. I try to go for a headshot, miss. Usually, when you shoot a guard in the chest, they just kind of look around and that's it. But for some reason, this guy actually turned to face me. They normally don't do that. They kind of look around like someone threw a ball at them or something. And what's really funny is, okay, he's calling for the other two guys, and he falls asleep. And the other two guys immediately go off alert. I don't know if maybe that's kind of a bug in the guard AI, or if they legitimately weren't going to actually bother investigating with that guy. I was kind of hoping to climb up this wall, but my dreams were shattered. In future videos, I think what I'll do is go to bases ahead of time and take out the video cassettes. I believe that makes them no longer play on the radio, just to avoid any future possible complications of content ID. And I make a big mistake here because once again, I try to lure the Spetsnaz commander towards me, but of course he won't actually move. He'll just send someone else. Well, to be fair, this guy actually heard me too. But he just loves sending other guards to investigate instead of actually investigating himself. But thankfully, since the guards like inspect the exact spot that they hear a sound from or see someone at, it makes it very easy to get the drop on this guy. And now my worry is the door's wide open, there's a window right behind me. Any guard that walks by those two areas is going to see that guard I had knocked out. And of course me. So I'm hoping if I shove him in this corner here, they won't be able to see him through the window. And now it's got to shut the door and... oh god damn it. Yeah. A combination of the fact that the game just kind of forces you to hug a wall and the stuff that's on the floor that makes noise. Now I got about like 4 guards all on alert now. 2 of them coming to investigate. Of course, the Spetsnaz commander still will not move from his spot. Of course, I make a mistake here because once again I was like, oh, alright, they're supposed to investigate the exact spot like this guy's doing right now. And I go, okay, he's gonna turn around, he's gonna see that other guy, I should probably try and trank him. And then I stuck, and then I blinked. And yeah, I fucked up because I didn't know if I was gonna shoot him or not. And well, since everything went too hard, may as well just go all out. Now, I believe it's because I was on alert, but if I would have done this stealthily and tranked the guard, tranked the commander, Kaz would have said something like, you know, boss, you're supposed to kill him, not knock him out. That starts a trend that I could call ignore what Kaz says, because he gives a lot of awful ideas. So, of course, we have a highly skilled guy here, we might as well make him see our side of things. As an aside, the health in this game is regenerating health, as you can clearly see on the edges of the screen. Health regen gets awfully slow if you're in combat. I guess, and Snake can get killed pretty quickly. Okay, another flare. And a mortar. What I like is that the mortar strike is in my general area, not like, you know, the AI, quote-unquote, happening to hit me on the exact spot.
Tell the client we sent the target to a place outside of heaven.
Oh,
Boss,
guys.
your objective's complete. Exfiltrate out of the hot zone by chopper or on land.
Infiltrated
Don't hang around.
I decided to just beat it. I was kind of hoping getting it stealthily done. I probably should have stuck around and tried getting the other 3 Spetsnaz guys that the commander was talking to at the beginning, because they also had various skills among them.
Development project has been added.
Now, the
Yes, mission complete. Boss, that was exceptional.
I would have gotten an S too if I did not get caught. But the commander's Spetsnaz skill is Gunman, which will be showing off here in a minute. And it allows our R&D to research pistols with less requirements. It's cheaper and they don't need to be as high of a rank.
Our army is growing like crazy thanks to you, boss. In fact, it's getting downright crowded around here. To bring a greater number of people on board, we'll need to expand our facilities. To that end, I've created a base development unit. It has 2 roles, material refinement and platform construction. I'll start with the material refinement part. The base development unit procures material resources on a regular basis according to its level. The materials are stored in containers and placed on the deck of Mother Base. Once they're finished being processed, they can finally be put to use. By using these materials to build new platforms, we'll be able to add a greater number of staff to our ranks. We don't need any specific instructions from you to refine the materials, but I want you to be the one to decide how we construct platforms. Once we have sufficient GMP and the required material resources, you can issue construction orders from your iDroid.
So yeah, we can now build extra struts on Mother Base. Here is the Spetsnaz commander we recruited, A rank in mercenary skill, not too bad. And like Has said, we now have the ability to build struts, most importantly the base building strut.
Boss, we've received a back channel request from Langley. We're to find a piece of new American military hardware that's gone missing in the mountains of Afghanistan. It's a difficult mission, but I'd say you're back in top form by now. Check your iDroid for the details.
To build struts is just like research, we need GMP and resources and time. The base development one is very vital because it allows us to get more materials passively instead of going out and gathering it ourselves. It also has an important function later when we can bolt in the raw resource containers that litter some of the bases. Now in this mission here, I am doing a recover a Riot SMG blueprints side mission. Just going to show this off a bit. I decided to go in a little bit lethal. And we might remember this base as the base in like the very first mission.
The security forces must know something about the targets. After you grab or hold up an enemy, try interrogating them.
The first place we infiltrated to find out where Kaz was. Kind of a downside in this game, in my opinion, is the constant reuse of bases for missions. But we'll see that later. And what's that I hear? Is that our little friend again?
Analysis complete.
Oh, hey, the truck's here again. The truck is always here. Every time. So, what we can do with side ops, as Cass suggested, he said maybe the security forces will know. So I'm going to grab this guy here and ask him a few questions.
Talk.
And just like that, they tell you where the blueprints are. You don't have to do it in a side mission either. If you're doing another mission... Oh wait, where's the blueprints? Huh. Well, that was easy. You don't have to be doing a side op if you happen to be doing a main story mission in a base with blueprints in them. A guard will tell you, oh, there's blueprints here. So I'm just going to show off here, since that was so easy, I'm going to show off the helicopter support, because it's something I probably won't be using too much. It takes Pequod a bit, so we're going to cut. But a downside to this game, I think, you get all these things that you can research. You've got a helicopter, you can equip it as you want, you get support later on for like strikes and whatnot, and the game penalizes you by locking you to an A rank.
This is Pequod.
Not a big fan of that. Needless to say, the helicopter distracts the guards. Thankfully, that guy kept twitching around and not letting me get a headshot, so it lets me show something else off. But I want you to check the lights around the base, the main building there with the flag. And now it's dark over there. It's nice because the power lines actually work in this game. And what's also nice is, so Pequod's air support. If you stare at a guard, you focus on them, he will shoot them.
If he's on the brink of death, it's hard to say whether he'll survive a Fulton extraction. If you have to extract someone who's on the verge of death, you better use the chopper. But if you're gonna carry them, put them to sleep first. You won't get far if you have to fight them every step.
So as has helpfully pointed out, you need to knock out guards that are on the brink of death. They have a 30% Fulton rate, they will probably die. So it's best to knock them out. And I guess a little side story about myself here. This reminds me a bit. carrying people like this. I was actually in the delayed entry program with the Marines, and during our monthly physical trainings, they told me to pick up a Marine and run around a track, and oh my lord, I do not know how people can carry others like this. It was a good thing showing me that I wasn't actually Marine materials, because apparently I have asthma. But yeah, after an airstrike, Pequod will land at a nearby landing zone so you can come right out. I know I left that one guard that I knocked out there still. Also, to show off my ghetto-ass Windows Movie Maker skills, those arrows were pointing at a Diamond Dog's icon. If you switch out your weapon, which I did trying to pick up that almost dead guard, you'll get an icon showing you where your weapon is, if you ever want to, you know, pick it back up.
Departing!
But yeah, that was a side ops.
Subject on board. Leave the
New
rest to
skill.
us.
Arrived at Mother Base.
Let's see what we got here. Oh, troublemaker. Violence. Perfect. I guess shooting a guy up a few times before throwing him on your chopper would kind of make him violent. So, I'll be seeing you guys next time.